we're back with episode 2 of Total Drama All Stars. Now, if you watched the first episode, we had Owen getting eliminated because of Alejandro and Scott. Alright, let's get started. So, the episode begins with Dawn and Zoe talking at the camp. They are very worried that if they don't find some way to sway Lindsay, that it could be lights out for both of them. Dawn could try swaying Lindsay, but until then, there's not much they can do. The challenge is the same as in the original, where they have to dig 4 different pieces. Team 3 has Statue of Liberty. Team 2 has the Big Ben. And I'll give Team 1 the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, they all search for pieces. Lightning finds one. But of course, Chris made some traps that a few of them fall into. Cameron and Harold are both smart enough to tell the other 4 not to go into any trap. But while they're digging, Mike asks Zoe how her team is going, and Zoe tells him that it is not going good, and that if they lose again, she might be next. Mike asks her what she's gonna do about it, and Zoe doesn't know what she's gonna do yet. Joe is still a little... Lightning is still bragging to Joe. Joe is still fuming at Lightning. And Brick finds another piece. Scott thinks about throwing the challenge, but Alejandro tells him not to, and that they kind of need this win, since the 2 of them could easily sway Lindsay and bring her to their side. So Scott agrees, and they decide to actually try. But then Scott triggers the bees and whacks Mike across the head, just like in the original, which activates Mal. But he doesn't get activated right away, and they still continue. Anna Maria is looking for pieces. Heather's kind of telling her to keep searching for pieces in her usual bossiness. Hello guys, Editing Cool and Icy here, and there was originally a part for this section, but my audio got really bad, so I'm just gonna voice this over. So what happened was Anna Maria is starting to get angry with Heather, and then she blows up at her, which makes them both go into an argument, which Lashana has to stop. And then Lashana tells them both to shut up and to continue searching for pieces. Cameron finds the second last piece, but they're struggling to find the last one. Lightning tells the team that they found all the pieces, and then they begin assembling. Alejandro finds all the pieces, and they're able to build the sculpture first. So that means Team 2 wins. Oh, I gotta put them up here. Team 2 wins the spa hotel, but whoever builds the sculpture first will be safe from elimination. Cameron is able to find the last piece, and they're assembling. Joe yells at Lightning, telling him that he miscounted and that they have 6 pieces instead of 7 pieces. So then they panic search for pieces, and Courtney finds one, and they quickly assemble. But it is too late, since Team 3 gets second place, which means Team 1 goes to elimination. Lightning campaigns for voting Joe, since he doesn't really like Joe. Joe has had just about enough of Lightning, and she wants him out, which leaves the other 4 to decide who goes home. Gwen doesn't really want to vote with Courtney. Lightning threw the challenge, so Duncan wants to vote Lightning off. Courtney finds Lightning more annoying. Brick doesn't know what to do, but he'll side with the other 4. As a sign of an apology, Gwen votes with Courtney and pressures Duncan into doing it as well. And they all vote for one of these 2. So during the elimination, the votes are 1 vote Joe and 5 votes for Lightning, which means he is eliminated. Lightning is very mad at his team because he is the most physically capable player. Joe is just happy that Lightning is gone. Gwen and Courtney didn't really like him anyway. Courtney has a confessional where even though she got Duncan to vote with her, that doesn't mean she'll forgive either of them, since they're still together and season 3 is still fresh in her brain. Joe is super happy that Lightning is gone. Brick is fine with the results, but he admits that maybe voting off Lightning was the wrong move.